Welcome back. This could be the episode that our season hinges on. First of all, we face Ajax, who we've only beaten once in 9 attempts, and we haven't won against them in 6 games. And then it's a UEFA Conference League quarter-final first leg against Atalanta of Spain, as we look to take a step further in this competition than we did last season. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 72 of Going Dutch, as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, and we try and return them to the top flight and then leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you, as usual, 2 games, and 2 very important games, as I said in the preamble, in our season, because our season really does hinge on today's episode. We need to beat Ajax for the first time in 6 games and for only the second time in 9 attempts, if we are to keep pace with Feyenoord, because Feyenoord lost to them 4-2, I think it was, in the last game, and we need to do better than what they've done in order to try and overtake them, or at least stay with them, which is 2 points behind them at the end of the last episode, and we need to keep those 2 points and no bigger, because if they open that gap again, I don't think there's anybody else there that possibly can beat Feyenoord. So it's up to us, basically. And then we face Atalanta of Italy in the UEFA Conference League quarter-final first leg, a team that we have played before. We played them in the league phase this season. I thought it was last season. It's this season when we beat them 6-2 at the mandamakers. We've got to play them away in this episode first, though, before we can bring them back to the mandamakers. And the result at their place would be rather good to bring back to our place. So that's what we will be attempting to do. If you do enjoy today's episode, though, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. It's only a few clicks for you, but it does help me immensely here on the channel, and obviously we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. The other way of doing that, of course, is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Right, we are not going to mess around. We're not going to mess about too much. Just quick update. Last time out, of course, we got a 3-0 win against FC Emmen and a 3-0 win against SC Heerenveen, as we picked up 6 points to add to our total in the Eredivisie and keep pace with Feyenoord. And as I said, that 4-2 win by Ajax over Feyenoord did help us somewhat, because it closed the gap from 5 points to just 2 points, but we still need to keep pace with them. Our goal difference, I noticed, has closed as well. We're only 2 goals adrift from them right at this moment. So, we've lost once so far this season, a 3-2 loss to PSV, that one earlier in the season. That's where we need to be. So the table looking like this. And the other thing I don't think I mentioned in the last episode is apparently we have qualified for Europa League football next season. So that's good news. I think that's because we probably can't be caught here now for whatever reason. But anyway, we'll go into that a bit more detail later. Feyenoord top on 69. We're second on 67. PSV are third on 65. Ajax are fourth on 60, and then some 19 points adrift of us now. FC Utrecht, and we'll play 34 games, 3 5s of 15. That's why they can't. That's why we are guaranteed being in one of these positions here to get into the Europa League. Still down the bottom there. Emmen looking very much like they're about to drop out. They're 10 points adrift of safety now. Some 8 points adrift of Volendam for that relegation playoff place. and Elmer City are on a good bit of little form at the moment. They've drawn one and won two of their last three. So if they can keep that form up, they could see themselves get out of that bottom three or bottom two, and possibly the bottom three for the first time in a long while. And that would be rather splendid, I'm sure, for them. So there we are. Ajax then is our first opponents on the episode. Ajax in fourth place. Does suggest we played them earlier in the season. Oh no, it was Dutch Cup. We did play and drew 0-0. That's why we're not down as lost. I would take a 0-0 at this point. I would take a 0-0. It might mean that Feyenoord open a bit of a gap up again. That's the only problem. A win would be nice. But if nothing else, I just don't want to lose. A draw would be the worst case scenario, I think, in instance. Last time we played them at the mandamakers, we lost 4-1. I don't want a result like that today if we can help it. So let's go into it. Let's get on with it. Let's have a look and see the team that will face Ajax as we go and try and stop our season from unhinging. And as you come back and have a look at the team that will face Ajax in this Eredivisie match day 29, Cantea, we are playing the late game on this Sunday evening, and all the other teams have played, including Feyenoord, and they have won by 5-0 against Roda Kerkrade, which means we have to win this game. No pressure. But we do have to win this game in order to stay in touch with them, because they've opened that gap back up again to 5 points. So it's a must-do, really. The other thing is PSV, having beaten Utrecht, are now breathing down our necks. So if we slip up here, not only have we got to be trying to chase Feyenoord, we've also got to look over our shoulders and make sure PSV don't overtake us. The team that we will put out against Ajax today is Setford. Continues in goal, 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. Let's hope he can make a hat-trick today of clean sheets. Van der Beek, Arozia and Van der Bosch are our defensive line. Latonda and Leveld are wing-backs. Leveld, of course, coming in for the suspended Aiden, who picks up too many yellow cards. Varro plays in that midfield slightly deeper today. Whether that's a good idea or not, whether we should play him in this more forward position, time will tell. Stanovic and De Leon are continued as the wide attackers. Romney is back after injury, and he settled in behind Ross Stewart up front, our leading goal scorer on 23 goals. Both of them are potentially good at scoring goals, so there are goals in both of them. Let's hope they can score today. The bench looking like this then. It's Bergstrom, Atesta, Drambev, Stansfield, Elatim, Lekessa, Rekic, Van Duren, Kasongo, Toure, Boumassoudi and Emil Hansen. Here we are back at the mandamakers. 1-3, drawn 2 of our last 5. Playing our familiar role. Varro playing a little bit deeper as that defensive midfielder. They've won 2, drawn 2, lost 1 of their last 5. Not in stupendous form. Playing a 4-2-3-1. We are second on 67. Ajax fourth on 60 points. And they're playing in all black today. First highlight comes 28 minutes in. It's Ajax with a free kick. Oh, cut him off. Sousa has a shot from distance. It's gone over the top. And a very quiet affair. Just that one highlight in that first half. And, well, it's we've been under the cosh a little bit. 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.39 and 59% of the possession. We've had 1 shot, nothing on target, and 41% of the possession. We need to be a bit, I mean, I know we're being conservative, but as the game wears on, we might need to be a little bit more positive as we go to get, or try and get, a win. The first highlight of this second half, and a ball in, and it's been given away. But Rosier tidies up. Van der Beek, 47 on the clock. Rosier to Van der Bosch. Van der Bosch. Through to De Leon. De Leon turns on it. No, he puts it away. Second goal of the season for Julian anybody. Julian De Leon. And we do take a lead on 48 minutes. De Leon, lovely turn on the ball. And he put it past Erbig in the goal. They have a corner. Velasco swung in. Setford comes out and collects. And the highlight continues. This rolled out to Leveld. Leveld. Oh, he's giving the ball away. Oh. Dear. Just get that feeling you're going to make a mistake. And that through to Broby. Broby. Over the top. And I thought they were going to get the equaliser. Lavelle giving that ball away. And it was poor ball through to Broby. Who was supposed to be marking him. I don't know if that's Van der Bosch out there. But luckily, Broby off target. .58 on the clock. We have a free kick. Romney with a free kick. Is he going to go direct? No, he's not. Rowe through to Leon. Oh, he's hit the post. My goodness me, I thought that was the second one. What a play that was. Varro through to De Leon. De Leon almost too accurate. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making just one change. We don't want to upset the momentum as it currently stands. It's Filip Stanovic, who's not had a good day out. He's played okay, but he's not done anything special. We replaced him with Tijani Touré. Lavelde with a throw in to Varro. Varro all the way back to Van der Bosch. Van den Bosch comes forward. Van den Bosch round his man. Pulls it back to Varro. Varro has a shot from distance. Goalkeeper, I think, had to get rid of it. He's gone for a corner on this far side. Can we score from a corner? We are good at corners. Touré taking the corner. Deep back post, but Erbig comes out for it. We have a free kick just inside our half. 76 minutes on the clock. Souza. Sotelo, Jordan, Taylor. Oh, no. We didn't leave a gap there. Oh, and he's put it away. The defender pulled away from him instead of cutting him off. Here. Who is this? This is Van der Beek. And really, the ball was there for him to tackle. He had a player here that could have picked this ball up. Rosier. All he had to do was tackle that. But as it was, he let Nemacha open a gap through here. And, he decided to drive it from way out. And Setford, well, what can I say? Bergwijn out wide. Oh, no, please. Touré tidies up, though. Touré forward to Romney. Romney comes forward with the ball. Come on, Romney. Romney, he's holding this ball up. Cross it in, looking for Stewart, but it's off target. De Leon on the ball. Romney giving the ball away. Oh, dearie me. Rooney, Nemacha. Oh, dear. Get that ball. And he's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. Not that means anything. Erbig, and they'll start again. Sutalo. We need to win this ball. Come on. Oh, not trying. Put pressure on them. They're looking for a gap. And we'll give it to them in a minute. This one over the top. Rooney's out wide. He's going to hit this ball in. No, he's not. He's going to shoot from distance. Gone over the top. Thank goodness for that. And it's all over. But I did say at the outset, I'd be happy with a point. The gap at the top opens back up to 5 points by virtue of Feyenoord winning. But having said that, I think I would have probably taken that at the outset. We really should have got more out of that. We had 9 shots, 3 on target, 0.99, 49% of the possession. They had 12 shots, 4 on target, and 51% of the possession. They are a tough cookie to beat. They haven't beaten us this season, though. Well, for now, we remain in second place in the Eredivisie. PSV 3 points behind us. Feyenoord are 4 points. I did say 5. Apologies. They are just those 4 points in front of us on 72 points. We have scored more points than we did last season, though. I think our season finished on 66 points, and we still have 5 games to play. So still time to go. Still time to get something out of this season. Excuse me. But obviously, every game or every points that we drop, then it's going to be difficult. But I suppose out of the scheme of things, it was better to share points with Ajax than actually lose them. A 1-0 win, would have been rather splendid, if I say so myself. Anyway, that's how it's ended. Feyenoord top then 72. We're second on 68. PSV third on 65. Ajax fourth on 61. FC Utrecht, we're 20 points clear of them in fifth place on 48, down the other end of the table. Volendam have moved out of that relegation playoff place. They won today. They beat FC 20 by 3-0, helped by Asante being sent off after 13 minutes, I feel sure. But anyway, they've moved out of that, and for the moment, they're sitting on the trapdoor. And Nijmegen drop in by virtue of losing 2-1 to Fortuna Sittard. Elmer City's run has come to an end. They were beaten 3-1 by Heerenveen, and FC Emmen, they remain on the bottom of the table, losing 1-0 to De Graafschap. Right, it is 4 days down to our game against Atalanta. Can we progress beyond the quarterfinal in the UEFA Conference League this season? I'd like to think so. But maybe our season won't come completely unhinged in this episode. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed for a result against Atalanta. We'll come back just ahead. We'll come back on match day just for any news. Well, you come back and join me. It is match day and our match against Atalanta of Italy in this quarterfinal of the Conference League first leg. And we've played them once before, as I said, in the league phase earlier this season at the mandamakers, a 6-2 on that occasion. The man that we've got to watch is Scamacca. Gianluca Scamacca. He scored 4, or was it 5 of the goals in the 8-2 win against Bâle. So we do need to keep one eye on him. He could be a terror if we're not careful. And a result against them, a draw or a slight win would be very good. We don't really want to come back with a deficit if we can help it, albeit I do feel reasonably confident of our home leg. Can we get further than the quarterfinal this year and get one step further than we've been before to the semi-final? Let's go and see. And here we are, the team that will face Atalanta in this UEFA Conference League quarterfinal first leg. Let's not be out of sight at the end of this game if we can. Setford continues in goal. His form is okay at the moment. I know he let in a goal in the last game, but he did some good work as well. Van der Beek, Rekic and Rosie are our defensive line. Of course, Van der Bosch is... he's not registered for this competition. I'm not sure how we ended up. I think it was because we had Vessels and we don't really want to go there. And by the time Vessels got pulled from under us, we ended up being not able to put him into the squad, which was rather annoying. Latonda and Aidin back from his suspension are the wing backs. Farrow playing in that centre of midfield again. Stanovic and De Leon continue as the wide players, and Romney continues behind Stewart up front. It's a familiar attack. The bench looking like this. It's Bergstrom, Atesta, Drambev, Stansfield, Elatim, Lakessa, Leveld, Van Duren, Kasongo, Toure, Boumassoudi and Hansen. And here we are at Atalanta, Playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Skamaka is the attacker up front. Palisic is the other danger that sits right behind him. Latonda is our captain today, playing our more regular formation. As the teams come onto the pitch. Atalanta playing in a blue and black stripe. First highlight comes 16 minutes in. It's a free kick to Atalanta. Ain, Pulisic, Maranchuk into Samanka, and thankfully Setford had worked him out for that point of view, but it's gone for a corner, and that's what Samanka does well, just flicks them in. He's a danger man to the back post. It's cleared though, and Latonda will come away with it, and danger is over. Pulisic, and see how quick they are. Pulisic and Samanka is stayed on side. Miranchuk gets this ball in, and Samanka set for getting down, and it was Van der Beek actually putting it into touch. I met Aiden on that far side with a throw in. 20 minutes on the clock. Aiden crossed it in looking for Lyon. He's got it back on the edge of the area, trying to invite a foul. Didn't do it for Rowe. Rozier in it because of space. He's been closed down though. He's got Boumasudi. Who's that Boumasudi? It wasn't Boumasudi because he's not on the pitch. It was Stevanovic. No more highlights in that first half. We have survived the first half, albeit they have had the bulk of the possession, 56% against our 44%, but it's fairly even Stevens otherwise. They've had 6 shots, 4 on target, 0.73. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target and 0.38. It could go either way. Let's hope it goes our way. Highlight of this second half comes nearly 50 minutes in. Van der Beek finds Latonda. Latonda comes forward. He's found, did find Stevanovic, who give the ball away. They have made a change, I notice. Capriel, Heen, Rico, Heen, Gozi, Edison, Regari. Regari comes forward. Pulisic through to Samanka, but he's cut out by Van der Beek. The Lyon, Rozier, and no silly antics here. Rekic, Varro finds Van der Beek. Van der Beek back to Rowe. Latonda in space. He's not marked. Through to Stevanovic. He put it away. 7th goal of the season for Stevanovic. I was just thinking about whether to take him off or not because he's been ineffective and he's made a few mistakes. And then just all of a sudden, out of nothing, we've turned it around. Latonda through. Latonda in acres of space, and Stevanovic had time to put it away. They have a corner. 8:53 on the clock. Oh, dear. And we've done it again. We've taken the lead, and we've given it straight back. Hein, the scorer, from the corner, and Setford just stood and watched it. All the hard work undone in one easy. So all to play for. Stewart gets us underway again. Latonda, Van der Beek. It either means we're going to get one back again now, or they're going to score a second one. That's the danger. De Leon out wide to Aiden. Aiden into De Leon. De Leon, come on. Cross it in. And a penalty. It was Rodney brought down. The referee's going to go to VAR, but I think it was a penalty. I think he was just about to pull the trigger. It is. Oh, this is a topsy-turvy game. Who's going to take it? It's Ross Stewart. He's put it in the corner. Goalkeeper going the right way. And we take a 2-1 lead. We went 1 up. They equalised. And we've got straight back 3 goals in the space of 2 minutes. And what a game this is. Oh, goalkeeper guessed the right way, just couldn't get there. 65 on the clock. Was just thinking about doing some changes, and they've got a throw in. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Samaka's in. Samaka. But straight into the arms of Setford. It all went wrong there for a second. And I thought Rekic and Van der Beek had defended it well. And the ball was there. Samaka ran away from it. Had he been on it straight away, I'd have been odds on that he would have scored. But he went through the gap between the two defenders there. And eventually his tame shot straight into the arms of Setford. And with 67 minutes on the clock, just making one change at this juncture in time. Jeremy de Leon is off and Jay Stansfield is on. 69 minutes on the clock. Van der Beek on the ball. Rekic coming forward. Rekic. Stansfield through to Romney. Sorry, Mike. And it's crossed in, and it's fallen for Varro. Varro's taking a deflection, and it's gone in. It's an own goal by Massini, and we take a 2-goal lead. And I think that might be enough. Let's hope so. In my haste and... Oh, yeah, it did take a deflection. Probably was going wide. And with 75 minutes on the clock, we're making 3 more changes at this juncture in time. Ollie Romney has come off. He's been replaced by Jürgen Elatim. We have taken off Thierry Latonda because he's tiring, and replaced him with Alexander Drambev. And the other change that we made is Patrick Varro, who has had a good game, but he's tiring, has been replaced by Edward Testa. 78 on the clock. And, they'll be looking to try and get back in here, and they are. Samaka is in. Oh, and I think Setford has saved the day again. He's had a great day in that goal. And Samaka has been thwarted. We just need to defend this, though. It's headed away. And I think it's cleared, and we'll see the danger. Massini, Lookman through to Miranchuk. Miranchuk to Samaka, and Setford gets a hand to it. Have a corner. They've made changes. 85 minutes. It's headed over the top. See the corner again. Swung in, but not on target. And with 85 minutes on the clock, we're making our final change. Ross Stewart, who's tiring. He's had a good game. And he's been replaced by Chris Lakessa. Chris Lakessa going out into the right attacking midfield space with Stansfield moving up front. 86 minutes on the clock. Aiden with the throw in to Testa. Rosier finds Rekic to a Testa. Rosier, Testa. Stansfield to Aiden. I would have hit that first time, but never mind. Rosier picks up the loose ball. Stevanovic out to Drambev. We haven't seen much of him. Lakessa nearly got on the end of that. And it nearly was a dream substitution and would have given us a 3-goal cushion. Oh, just couldn't direct it. Caprilli with the goal kick. Louis Philippe, and that's gone out wide, but it's Drambev tidying up. A Tester. Van der Beek out to Aiden inside to Lakessa cross it in, and it looks like another penalty. Massini is waving his arms out, and it was Elatim who was brought down. And it is another penalty. We could have a 3-goal lead going into the second leg, which would be rather splendid. It's Elatim to take it. Oh, and it's been saved. Elatim hasn't had a good time of late, I don't think. Need to check his penalty stats. It's gone for a corner, though. Now it's him to take that corner. Back post! And Rosier does give us the 3-goal lead. His 10th of the season. And it was a perfect corner from Eredivisie. And Atalanta undone. Oh, the defender pulled away from Rosier, and you can't do that in a corner. And he's put it away. We have another corner. We are in the 6th of 5 minutes added on. Oh, it's come back off the woodwork. Nearly had another one. Well, Kessa will chase this and shut it down. Through ball. And the referee's blown the whistle. Dearie me. Oh, off the woodwork from Rosier. And we're good for a 4-1 win. A 3-goal lead. Stanovic on 51. First half was very, very cagey. And we had to hang on in there. And then we just went a little bit positive for the first 15 minutes of the second half. And it opened up for us with a goal on 51. And then Ross Stewart on 56. An own goal by Massini on 70. Rosier getting that goal on 93 to give us a nice cushion going into the second leg and the home leg. And as you see, we've done quite well. 15 shots, 8 on target, 2.82, 49% of the possession. Atalanta have had 14 shots, 8 on target, 1.75 and 51%. But if you look over here, the reason why they've not been successful is this man, Tommy Setford. 7.8. He's done extremely well. He's made some really good saves, and he made Skamaka look pretty ordinary. Well, a cracking episode in a way. We did start the episode saying that this was an episode that would it basically was a pivotal point of our season for both Ajax. We needed to make sure we didn't lose against them, and also, of course, whether we could get into the semi-final of the Conference League. We pretty much could do. We have a 3-goal lead over Atalanta. It's not dead and dusted, but it's definitely a decent lead to take into the second leg. And if we win that, we will be facing, by the looks of it, Bournemouth as it currently stands. Bournemouth 3-0 winners over Puskás Akademia at home, albeit Puskás Akademia have the home leg to come. Valencia losing 3-0 to Olympique Marseille, and Besiktas managing to hold Hoffenheim 1-1 in their match. It should be an interesting way. Well, I'm not quite sure who we will end up with. Of course, getting knocked out in the quarterfinal last year by Marseille. So, no, we didn't. It was Lyon, I think, wasn't it? Anyway, Lille. It was Lille that we did us last year. So we'll see how that progresses. So it's all set for another great episode next time round. Roda Kerkrade are next up in the Eredivisie. We need to keep pumping away those 3 points and hope that Feyenoord slip up somewhere along the line. We just we've got the difficult one out of the way, Ajax game. The rest of them, we just need to keep pumping away. And Roda Kerkrade are the next team that we need to pumping away. And then we need a result against Atalanta at the mandamakers in order to get through to that semi-final tie. It's all in the next episode, and it's getting exciting. So I hope you will join me for that. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes Going Dutch and our other series bottom to the top as they are released. By hitting all those things, it helps me greatly on the channel. Thank you to all those that have done it before. New episodes Going Dutch released every Tuesday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 73. And can we get through to the semi-finals of the Conference League? Join me next time and we'll find out together. Bye-bye.